It doesn't look like a serious threat. It's slow, loud, almost outdated. Not the kind of weapon you'd expect to challenge modern air defense. But every time one of these drones is shot down, it can cost millions of dollars. Now imagine dozens of them, coming in waves. You can intercept most of them. In fact, you're expected to. But you don't need to miss many for the system to start feeling the pressure. Because this isn't just a defense problem, it's a cost problem. In recent conflicts, Iran hasn't focused on building the most advanced weapons. Not stealth aircraft, not cutting-edge missile systems. Instead, it has leaned into something far simpler: cheap, expendable drones, launched in large numbers, often at night, designed to overwhelm detection and response systems. And in doing so, they're exposing something uncomfortable. Even the most advanced air defenses in the world, including those used by Israel, have limits. This is the Shahed 136, a one-way attack drone developed by Iran. No pilot, no recovery. Once launched, it flies until it finds a target or is intercepted. It moves relatively slowly, uses basic guidance systems, and carries a warhead just large enough to damage infrastructure. On paper, it's not impressive. It's not designed to be, because this drone was never meant to win on its own. The concept behind it is simple and intentional. Stay cheap, stay scalable, and keep coming over and over again. Air defense systems, like those deployed by Israel, can detect it, they can track it, and they can intercept it. But every interception requires coordination, timing, and resources. Multiply that process across dozens of incoming targets, and the system begins to feel the strain. Now scale that threat. Not one drone, but dozens, sometimes more, arriving from different directions, at different altitudes, within a compressed time frame. This is what's known as saturation, and it's where things start to change, because air defense systems aren't just defined by their technology. They're defined by their capacity, how many targets they can track at once, how quickly they can respond, how many interceptors are available and ready to launch. Push those limits hard enough, and performance starts to degrade. Not because the system fails completely, but because it's being stretched in every direction at once. But the real pressure isn't just technical, it's economic. A shahed drone developed by Iran can cost tens of thousands of dollars. An interceptor missile used by advanced systems like Israel's defense network? Hundreds of thousands, sometimes millions. So every time a drone is shot down, the defender may still be losing money. And in a short engagement, that might not matter. But in a prolonged conflict, it becomes critical. Because you're not just defending your airspace, you're spending resources faster than your opponent. And that's the strategy. This isn't about outperforming advanced technology, It's about outlasting it, forcing continuous reactions, forcing repeated spending, forcing the system to stay active, constantly, until even a highly capable defense, like Israel's, starts to feel stretched thin. Here's the uncomfortable reality. You don't need to overwhelm the system completely. You just need to keep it busy, keep it tracking, keep it intercepting, and keep it spending. Because over time, that becomes the vulnerability. And this is where the conversation starts to shift. Because if defending against low-cost threats requires high-cost responses, then the model itself becomes a problem. That's why militaries are adapting. Instead of relying solely on expensive interceptors, they're exploring alternatives. Lower-cost interception systems, electronic warfare to disrupt guidance, and even drone-on-drone defense. The goal is simple: fight cheap threats with cheaper solutions, because using million-dollar missiles against low-cost drones is not sustainable in the long run.
Oh! Oy bobo! Oy bobo! देखिए आग, क्या हालत है यहाँ पे आग की देखिए, और सिलेंडर धू-धू करके फट रहे हैं, और बहुत अफसोस है कि बेचारे कई लोगों का.
And this isn't just about one conflict. This model of warfare, cheap, scalable, persistent, is spreading. More countries are investing in similar capabilities. More battlefields are beginning to reflect the same pattern. And that changes the equation. Because now it's not just about who has the most advanced systems, but who can sustain pressure the longest. The Shahed 136 isn't the most advanced weapon in the sky, but it may be one of the most disruptive, not because of what it is individually, but because of how it's used, in large numbers, over extended periods, with a strategy built around cost and endurance. Because modern warfare isn't just about precision. It's not just about speed or firepower. It's about economics. It's about scalability. And it's about who can keep going longer than the other side. And right now, that balance is starting to shift. Not dramatically, not overnight, but enough to raise a serious question. In a world where cheap systems can challenge expensive defenses, who actually has the advantage? The question is, How much longer can Ukraine hold out if drones like these continue to flood its skies? The Shahed 136 has proven that modern warfare is no longer determined by the most advanced technology, but by creativity in utilizing simple weapons.
Oh! Oi, bobo! Oi, bobo!
وما زحمت كيشان للعين حكومتي فتو سيدة علي حارس قلتو معينتي برز كرا
هاوشتي